This will not be the worst PowerPoint you've ever seen, but it is intentionally a bad PowerPoint. I have made very few of them. I just think I have made 3 so far in my entire life. So I don't know how to do things like spinning and animation and such. Don't do those. I'll just put it that way. Don't do those. Here's the first part of bad PowerPoint. Pick a font and stay with it. Okay, there's no sense in messing around with different fonts all the time. Here you can read it sort of, but don't do white letters on a black background. It's very hard on most people's eyes. And definitely don't do this. I'm putting text over the image. You can't see the image as well as you would without it, and you certainly can't read all of that text. Don't do that, ever. Just don't ever put text over an image. Way too busy. I don't know what I'm supposed to focus on. Okay, there's a vampire because Abe Lincoln fought vampires, says one terrible book. There's a log cabin. There's a railroad train because he worked for railroad companies. There's a hat like he might have worn. There's a map with Illinois. I am going to say generally one slide or one image per slide is usually going to be better. Now here's the same one, but with effects. No, you're not accomplishing anything here. And then don't do this either. The citation dump. Put the citations on the slides as you're using them. If you're not narrating it yourself all the time, if you're simply sending the slides, and even if you are narrating, it's not going to hurt to have this at the bottom, someplace where it's not too intrusive, but where you can say, there's the source. You want sources cited as you use them. Okay, so that's very simple, I think, but it gives you an example of some stuff that I've seen over and over that people do. The other thing, by the way, if you are doing the presentation yourself, put as few words as possible on the slides. We can read, okay? If you're going to read it to us, don't put the words on the slide, other than if they're foreign words or hard to spell or particularly memorable, but the less writing you got on your PowerPoints, the better in general.